I'm coming, please. Just a moment. Hello. So, hope you can hear me now. So, today we are going to be very, very brief, less than 25 minutes, if I am correct. Yes. So, we are going to talk about how to mix bead. So, we talked about this last week, but network was so poor, so we couldn't continue. So hopefully we are going to work on um this week, but we are going to talking about in essence is, if you buy different colorful beads, how to mix it together, how to play with the colors and make a cohesive statement out of it. All these things, little here, a little there, it will help become a seasoned bead artist when you start working on your own. So over time, you must have really garnered a lot of experiences on how start on your own beading journey, as well as your signature pieces that are cohesive, that define who you are. Yeah. So hello, beading family, welcome back to another tutorial. We are going to talk about another live section rather. So let me know where you are watching me from, and chat, say hi in the comment section. So sometimes when you notice there are some beads that you see and they're not really looking it, right? So today we are going to solve the theory, the mystery behind um getting some why your own beads must stand apart. Yes, it is not all about using other people's own to judge, so that you can be able to, make stunning pieces that really work well. Three main secret, three main tips, right, that you need. Once you have an idea of the beads to use, it makes the whole work easier and, as accessible. You don't need to start second guessing yourself. You don't need to start becoming confused on what to do. So the first one is know your colors, right? Everybody have different color that resonates with them. So if you check on your color wheel, if you don't know how to get a color wheel, just go to Google and type color wheel, and then you see different colors on the color wheel. There are some that will resonate with you. So just pick the colors that resonate with you, and those are the typical colors that you'll be using often and on. So you won't always be confusing yourself anytime you want to work on a bead. For instance, once you so you pick the ones that are opposite colors, then once you pick the ones that you want to be working with, now make sure you don't pick more than 2 or 3 to avoid color overload. That will make you always stay, you know, elegant and different, right? So once you pick only two, right? So once you pick only 2 colors, the likelihood that you're going to maintain cohesiveness and harmony is always there. So that is the first thing, color wheel. Then the second thing is, when you are picking beads, always think about the tones that you're picking. For instance, there are some beads that are warm, there are some beads that are cold. Let me explain. Some beads like blue, purple, you understand? Those blues are tilting toward cold, and beads that are warm colors, you may see red, orange, and the rest. So when you are using cold ones, you go for silver as a neutral tone that you're going to mix in between. When you are using warm colors, you go for gold as a neutral tone, you go for as in between. That really helps you to, make very beautiful, delightful, and elegant bead designs, bead jewelry whenever you want to work. If you do not have an eye for color, you can always improvise, but you need to. Um, Hello, Ali Urabiu. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, today we are talking about how to mix colors. Yeah, for your craft journey. Yes, it is not relative to any craft that you are like. Okay, so as I told you, we've talked about how to, pick mix colors so that you don't just do color riot every time that you are reading. Yes, right. Now, we are talking about the second tip or the second secret. So mind the tones that you are using when you are beading. For instance, you can decide to go for soft tones, for cold tones, or warm tones. And I explained the cold ones are blue, purple. Then you now, merge it together with a silver uh, color. Then the other one is warm tone, that is red, orange, and then you mix it with gold color. If you're an architect, and if you're a fine artist, you know how to, merge colors together to produce a very cohesive and soft, pastel that really aligns with, the test board. Right? Yeah, if you're an artist, you understand what I'm talking about. So anytime you so mix gold, silver, black, white, just an example. So now the third and the last tip I have for you, because I am really on a time. This is a timed life, so I need to really be done and attend to other issues at hand. So the third one is, once you have your beads, you mix your textures wisely. Let's say, for instance, smooth, metallic, matte, so shiny. You mix those things very well so that you don't, overload yourself, right? um like the reason why sometimes when you see some beads, they don't really appeal to your eye, maybe because that you didn't really take your time to mix these textures very well. So when you're mixing before, so these are the three things that has really helped me to, you know remain consistent whenever I'm beading, right? So this is the hack. Get a base. So 30% will be so 30% will be um the secondary color that you are using in that project. Then the last one will be the last one will be the tone that you are using, like the neutral tone, right? Or either the warm or the cold colors that you want to use. So that is like basically how to mix colors and make it very cohesive. And once you are used to this kind of mixing, it makes the work very easier. Every of mixing, it makes the work very easier. Every time. And if you've done it the first time, a third time, it becomes something you are used to. You know how to pair colors. It won't be confusing to you, and it will be really difficult for you to produce a project that people don't love, because you know how to appropriate your colors very, very well. So that is like basically all about this live section. It is not a is a no-brainer. It's not something very difficult. So let me iterate everything I have talked about. Mixing beads for your project doesn't really need to be confusing. Just understand your color, how you pick your colors, understand the texture, understand the designs that you are going for, and it will help you to always go for it anytime you need. Don't be afraid to play different colors, especially if you are not a bold person. If you are the kind of person that you like playing safe, you like using very toned down colors, don't be afraid to play bold, and you will realize that it is actually interesting. And especially with play with intention, since so far as a beginner, this is a time to play with colors, play with these, be intentional about these things. Is a hobby. Before you get it, you start identifying. So thank you so much for spending time with me. And this is, I have come to the end of this life. And if you kindly subscribe, hit the like button, share this life with a friend. Perhaps the friend will pick one or two things from it. And just so you know, my name is Sharon from Beading Crush, and I share about beading tips, beading, beadwork, and beading projects, everything all about beading. Thank you so much and have fun and enjoy the rest of your day. Choose a reader's. Right. So we have come to the end of the live section. Bye.